Today's video, we're going to look at the stocks that we won on, we're going to look at the stocks that we're going to win on, and we're going to talk about just this crazy market and when the bottom is coming. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy or Sell. Hope, of course, you're all well. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since I've done the week ahead videos. I've missed doing them. I've just been so busy, as you know. I've had to pre-record. I've been busy every weekend, so I do these videos on the weekend. And unfortunately, I've been busy every weekend. And tomorrow's Father's Day, so I'm doing this on Saturday. So I've just recorded and posted a video on Bitcoin. So I'm not going to talk about Bitcoin, but I will summarize it now. One hell of a gaping, more gaping to come, and I'm buying. If you want to watch that video, I'll share the link here, but go into it. It is a good video, plenty of banter in it to keep the spirits going. Because it is not the worst thing in the world. The market's going down, you're getting everything at discount, of course, but you're probably sick to the backgrinders here now, as am I, because we've been talking about that since what? So we pretty much been saying this bear market's been coming since about November, December, so it's been now 6-7 months of just sort of patiently waiting, picking up bits and bobs. We've done all our swing trading and all the last things that fell off the cliff. I did the video where I said the consumer staples are the last thing to fall. And once they go, then it's squeaky bum time, and that's been now for a few months now. So everything's just been going down. We've made some great money shorting, and I'm still holding shorting, and we'll get into it all now. So let's have a look at the week prior. This is the S&P 500 1 week performance. One hell of a gaping. We can see there is winners in there. FedEx had a lovely 11% week. We also see that the Boeing company had 7% gains on the week. But generally speaking, everything else was as red as a baboon's arse. Not great. If we go to our ETFs then, what was on the week, we can see our lovely SQQ was up 13%, which we're holding. I have closed out that position this week. I closed it out on the back of the Fed meeting, or sorry, before the Fed meeting. Then I opened up a long position, all in the comfort of a cinema. I set my buy to come in and stop loss to trigger as and when, all set up, pre-set up. I went in and watched the new Jurassic Park, which I fairly enjoyed, to be honest. If you've been following the channel, we have played the Fed earnings every time, and every time there is a rally for like 2 hours. Soon as the Fed speak, you get a rally for like 2 to 3 hours. We have 20 times leveraged, 30 times leverage these periods. We have doubled money within an hour. All my videos, I think I even did a short video earlier on in my YouTube. You can check a short video that I did on the original one where we just doubled money in a matter of a few hours. We sold the next day, went back into the shorting, and the market went agape. Take advantage of this here. You can learn all this in the trading course, which we'll get into. Another stock that I swung into this week was Go. Again, members of the trading course get a screener. The screener tells you what stocks to buy. Anyone that has that, there was only about 6 stocks. Go was the one that I went, well, let's go with that. Jumped in, 9% on the week. I got about in and out, closed at about 6%. So again, picking up bits and bobs. Plenty of Forex trading, and this is something that I've been doing more so over recent times because the commodities are all gas, oil, very high. I did do an oil short. I got about 2% out of it, got a bit nervy on it. I'm just anxious about the energy ones. I've been loving Forex. Forex is something that I find to be extremely boring, absolutely dry. You feel like your life is being sucked out of you doing it. But if you leverage it up, there is nice gains. But anyway, Forex trading, what are you in at the moment? Blah, blah, blah. We've been making good money. Some great money. Talking about 100% returns, 22%. But this week, closed out a few bits, nice gains. The USD, Japan, but still holding it. Although maybe sell some come Monday in CAD, Japan short, and USK CAD long. You see, I set them up, and when they trigger, I could be doing the garden, I could be washing, I could be having a nap. These things will all happen in the background, open and sell. Like I said, the cinema one that I did the other day, bought and sold all within the hour, so I don't even get time to post it because the trade was done. So if I go to my Forex, and this is every single eToro Forex, so I've got all of them there. This is the USD dollar Japan. I'm loving this because it's really, really bullish. Everything's quite good on it. It's a real upwards trajectory. The US dollar is getting stronger, and I back the dollar to get stronger. Because of the Fed rates and interest in what that does. The Fed hikes is going to increase the dollar. So we can see here up about 6% now, 20 times leveraged on this. So yeah, nice gains, guys. Really, really nice gains. And this is why I'm starting to really love Forex. I'm starting to go, God, it doesn't move much, but when you leverage it up, you can really make some serious gains. This sell symbol came in. If I strip it down to the 4 hour, now I would have sold on our trading strategy. I would have sold here. The only difference being is I was fortunate enough that I've got quite a low stop loss on it, that it didn't trigger. Very, very lucky, because it could have very easily triggered. It didn't. 131 was my stop loss, and as you can see, it has not triggered. It just didn't go off. And then the reason I manually didn't, because I checked them on the regular, the reason manually I didn't close this out is because all of this crazy action happened while I was in the land of Nod. So I didn't see this, and my stop loss didn't trigger, and I've got fortunate enough that it's become a buy again, and it's riding. So we'll see where this goes. I'm hoping that'll push on. Anyway, so what's Big Kramer saying? Kramer saying, week ahead, sell stocks into any rally as the Fed curbs any market bounce. Kramer on Friday warned investors that upcoming market rallies will be temporary as the Fed Reserve turns up the heat in its fight against inflation. Until we see a pattern of higher unemployment, lower consumer spending, and lower oil prices, just presume that you need to sell stocks into any rally. Yeah, Kramer, tell me something that I do not already know. What to expect in the markets this week? US equity markets continue to fall this week, driven by growth concerns that the US economy could fall into a recession. Still talking about recession, still talking about, I feel like this is old news. I feel like we've been covering this to death on the channel. It's really hard for me just to keep repeating this. It's like, good God, can we get some new news? We know we're going into a recession. Just get there, doesn't it? Just feel like you just want to get there as soon as possible. Crude oil has fell though. That is a positive. And we can see our asset classes, oil still throbbing, commodities still throbbing, gold's dipping, cash is dwindled quite a bit. And our bonds starting to slightly go in the right direction, and Bitcoin's gaped out, as we know. And this kind of market, I'm finding that there's really no safe havens. Usually there is safe havens, but you're really having to just move your money. Am I going into the dollars? Am I going to go into gold right now? Am I going into this? Am I going into the stocks? Where am I moving my money? And that is why it's so important to know how to swing trade. We have Juneteenth, which I love what Google's done here. The hands moving across and all. I've never really seen anything like that before. That is on Monday. Big Jerome then speaks on Wednesday again, so we've got to keep an eye on what he says. He is the money man at the end of the day. The Eurozone consumer confidence as well, and UK inflation rate. Wednesday's brutal. If you're thinking about owning anything, I just set it out until after Wednesday, to be honest, because it's going to be brutal, I would imagine. But it could be positive, but I would wait. Earnings for BlackBerry. Who cares about BlackBerry? BlackBerry's still going. Again, Jerome's going through the trenches here, talking about the House Financial Services Committee, the S&P Global PMI flash estimate. That'll be a big one. They'll have a look at it as well. So Powell's address to Capitol Hill will come a week after the Fed announced its largest rate hike since in 28 years, which we know about. And let's just actually pause there for a second, because we didn't even mention it. The rate hike was 0.75. It seems like everyone knows that anyway. But I love the fact that it was 0.5. And then this leak. Someone let it slip. Well, that wasn't on purpose. Let the market digest at 0.75. So when it comes, then it becomes, well, we expected that. Everything's okay. Market rallies for 2 hours, and then everyone goes, actually, hold on here, we've been played, and then it gapes out again. It's so funny that they do this, and people don't understand it. They're just at their work here, guys. And Powell is likely to draw attention to the issue in the upcoming address to Congress. May home sales, that's huge, and June consumer sentiment reading, again, gives us a good idea of where things are sitting. So now the juicy bit, what is the SPY doing? We drew this, not that this was TA, this was just where I thought the market was going to go. It still looks horrendous. I'm not going to do too much TA on it because it looks to be gaping. What I want to see is, unfortunately, and I've done a video on the market bottom, it is all going to play out. Trust me, watch that video. What we need to see is in the range of about, I'd say minimum, it needs to be falling to about 303. One hell of a gaping still to come. And if we just even focus on where we are to where we need to go, there is still a potential 20% drop. So yeah, where is that going to go? Well, that is going to go to what I believe is the likes of Apple, possibly Tesla, possibly the other big boys, the Microsofts, the ones that have not gaped out too bad. They are still the fall. But tell you what, wasn't my prediction on Apple correct? Oh, and am I shorting Apple? Yes. Did I tell the Discord that? Yes. Cast your minds back to the 23rd of May, and I would have done videos at the time. Opened up the SQQ, I've opened up shorting. These are things that I've been doing. I have consistently bought Apple short, bought some more Apple short. Here you go. Looking brutal there. I've got more Apple shorts. A couple of weeks later, up in Apple short, still going well. 5% up now. And I have been in and out of Apple, but I've been holding this long position since the 23rd of April, and I'm up over 11%. I'm actually 2 times leveraged, so I'm 22%, and I am leveraged on my, got the SQQ, which I did close out. That's gone. That was a great trade. And let's just have a look at the SQQ again. What a trade, what a day. 6th of April, we opened up the SQQ. It did break my heart a wee bit to sell it, because we made over 100% on that, but I just thought, you know what it is, if anything's going to bounce back, I felt it was going to be the NASDAQ tech stocks. And I think if we even look at the watch list then, what is it? It's all your NASDAQ, and we scroll right to the bottom. What's caped out? It's more your Dollar Trees, all those consumer staples, the Johnson & Johnson never ever sells off. Big S&P players, the banks, all of these things have gaped out. And the things that are kind of doing okay, I mean, even the Disneys, the Pepsis, Coca-Colas, you know, they didn't have the greatest of days compared to the NASDAQ. So that is why I have sold the NASDAQ. I'm not against jumping in on any given day, but I'm talking about holding long. I'm holding my S&P short, I'm holding my Apple short. And that is everything I am doing. Hopefully that's cleared it up. Really, I'm just kind of shorting almost as a hedge, just leaving it long. That's building up nicely. Keeping the cash pile heavy. I'm going to be doing some Bitcoin buying probably this week, maybe, depending on how things go. I do have Argo blockchain on my radar for 10 days time is the AGM, keeping things till then. Put that into the Discord, reason being, I need more clarity. Are they going to be profitable with Bitcoin being under 20 grand? I need to know these things before I buy. I do not buy aimlessly. I use the charts, and if I'm not using charts, I'm using fundamentals, ideally together. That's how you make a better choice. So that is the video. I hope you find that informative. If you have, please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. And if you want to learn how to do these things, like for example, the SH, which is just shorting the S&P, a buy symbol comes in, you get access to this all in the course. Access to everything you see here. I teach you how to do it. Buy symbol comes in, you buy, you write it up, you're up 11.5% in the last, well, 9 days. People like to cry and moan, oh, it's going down, no green. Yes, it's brutal out there. Yes, there's very limited selections, but you can still make money. Everything is on a reverse, and you use these ETFs rather than going leverage. That is the safest way to short. All in the course, go through it all. I'll leave it till then. Catch you in the next video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.